Okay, here we are outside Clarke Auction. Beautiful wintry day, getting ready to preview the last sale of the year, and it's this Sunday starting at 10 a.m. Previews 3 days beforehand from noon to 6. Before I get into it, I want to thank everyone for a great year that we have and for being customers of ours. Anyway, with all that said, here we go. We're going to start off with these two sculptures. They are made of steel. They're by a Cleveland artist called Dorothy Denner. This one here is, I believe, sort of an abstract landscape. Signed and dated, I believe it's dated 87. The finish that you see on these is actually called corten. So in actual fact, it's not really rusted. It was a finish that was developed in the 30s, actually for rail cars, but for outside sculpture. So as the years go by, it actually gets better. This is what like an abstract landscape. This one here is sort of like a totem pole. I believe there was a smaller version made of this in bronze. We have a catalogue, and they're very important artists. Once again, Dorothy Denner. They're both estimated 10 to 15,000 each. One more thing before we go inside to everything else. We have this wonderful ancient marble torso. This came from a Connecticut estate, good age on it. The hand is loose on it. We have the hand, but good age. Okay, I've noted in this sale we have a lot of sculptures, both marble and bronze. And before we go in the main room here, we have this rather large, beautiful sculpture of Putti riding on a swan. This is signed Pasquale Romanelli, great Italian artist, but nice size, great subject matter. I believe it's estimated 4,000 to 6,000. Moving into the main room, here also in the marble sculpture, we have this absolutely magnificent sculpture of a beauty with the fan. I believe it's called Odalisca, and it's by an artist called Cesare Lapini. Nice big size, about 48 inches. You can see it against me here. One little issue, it's missing a piece of the finger here. Slightly dirty, fresh from a New City in the Bronx estate. Wonderful and rare piece to find. Other marble sculpture here, that one there, nice size. In our small section, we have our usual sprinkling of Lalique, France. We have some dome here. More marble sculpture at the base, I believe an artist called Cartwell Home. But here you're going to start noticing a lot of bronzes. We have one collection of both bronzes and gallet and dome glass, came from Long Island. Here we got a herd of animals down here. We've got sheep, cows, horses, various artists, Bonheur, Manet, all sorts of stuff. You're going to see them all the time as we're moving along. There's approximately 50 bronzes. clarkeny.com if you want to see them all. Moving to the next showcase. Once again, I'm not going to get involved in there, but I'm going to let you scan across them. Dome and gallet glass, lots and lots of it, all in different lots and different estimates. So if you're a dome or gallet collector, or you're looking for a great holiday gift, this is the place to be. I see this little box sitting here. This is a micro mosaic block box, gilt bronze, nice Italian label on the inside, but beautiful quality, probably of St. Peter's Square. Below here, also from Long Island, we have a collection of KPM porcelain plaques. 6, I believe, once again, various estimates. More dome and gallet there. You're going to be noticing bronzes all the time as the camera's moving along, so I'm not going to stop and focus on them, but there is over 50 of them here. And this little grouping actually is from a different consigner. This is by an artist called Ruben Kadish, and it's all one lot. All of this here, and this rather large one here, I would call it a brutalist sculpture. As you're going along, you notice a lot of, as usual, we have a lot of nice Persian carpets in the sale. We have a lot of mid-century. We have this nice blonde wood sliding door cabinet slash server. Nice patina on it. Nice blonde oak. Closes nice and quietly. Below here, nice Saruk carpet sitting underneath this. I would call it a conference desk. Wonderful grain on the rosewood. Put your computer here. It was custom made for the client. Your computer in there. It is large, so whoever buys this, be wary of when you're picking it up. It's a hard one to get out, as we know. Once again, on top of this, you'll see more sculptures. Moving right along, it's unusual because this is a very rare chandelier. It's by Balkowitz and Son. This is the second one we've had in 4 months, but in the years we've had, all the years, very seldom we get them. We have a nice sprinkling from a Bronxville estate of French-style furniture, Louis XV1. We've got this parlor set. Below here, Chinese carpet. We've a lot of nice lighting in the sale. Here we have this, this came from the Hamptons. It's sort of like a polished steel, sort of in an Edgar Brandt style with the nice shade on the top of it. Looks like it's Edgar Brandt. I couldn't find a signature, but we'll let you guys decide on that. Moving right up here, we have our usual sprinkling of antique furniture, which is not the most popular thing, but we always have a nice sprinkling of it. We've this nice, probably 18th century, nice bow front commode. Atop this, we have a nice, probably 18th century French Trumeau mirror, as nice as they get, nice size and very good quality painting with the angels and the booty up there. To the left-hand side of it, this pair of large bronze sconces are great quality. They're actually signed Caldwell, have the diamond mark on the back. Also from this estate, we have a nice arts and crafts lamp. This lamp is actually signed here. It's nice with the wrought iron base. We couldn't figure out the signature, but it's signed right there. Nice old wrought base. We have some nice clocks in the sale. Of note is this Dutch clock. It's an automaton. Can't remember the name of the maker, but it's in our clarkeny.com. You got all the different details. The automaton here, wonderful inlays, wonderful bronze work, nice bomb base on it. The burl walnut finish is wonderful. Next to it, a Scottish clock for our Scottish customers. I believe it's from Aberdeen. Whether these clocks are working or not, we don't know. We leave that up to you to find out. We sell them as is. Here on top of this table, more bronzes from that estate. This is Isidore Bonheur, I believe. This is also Bonheur, Barbidienne. Wonderful, wonderful bronzes. So if you're looking to collect bronzes, this is the sale, but it's also a great sale. These are great gifts, great investment gifts for people. Moving over here, we have a pair of these mirrors. Nice to find a pair, nice size, nice original patina on them. And sitting below this, this is sort of a Janssens style, beautiful mahogany, Louis Philippe style. We have a pair of these demi-lune commodes, or sideboards. And they actually came with this table, wonderful table here, nice big size, bronze mounted, just as they like it, Janssens style, beautiful grain on it, has two big leaves. I believe one of the leaves has a scratch on it, so one leaf does need a bit of refinishing. And on top of this, a very nice quality pair of bronze urn-formed candelabra. Look at the gilding on that bronze, really nice. The marble is great. Set of 4. Years ago, they would have been bananas for these chairs. Nice set of 4 18th century French chairs, came from Bronxville. More carpets down there while you look at it. We'll move right along over here. Here we have a very large, I would nearly call that a Vaseline glass, but a very big size, nearly a balloon form. Let's call it balloon form chandelier. Great if you've got a big hallway. Moving right along, we have this dining room set. This came from Bronxville. Marble top, all the bells and whistles, bronze mounted, wonderful burl patina, beautiful inlay in the center, nearly like a galley or something. The woman who owned it was French, so we're assuming it's a French set. Could not find a name on it, but got to be a good maker. Here's the table, has the chairs with it. As you can see, more bronzes on top of the table. Moving right along, we have lots of nice mid-century or contemporary club chairs. Another Bailey, Banks and Biddle, a good BBB clock over here. And if you can focus up on top of that, we have a nice parcel, ebonized and parcel gilt, probably 18th century Regency Irish mirror up there. Nice with the jewelling and a nice size. Getting towards the home run here. Here we have a Molesworth sculpture. We had one before. This one's nice. It's missing its ashtray. Patina has been shaped off it a little. But a nice rare piece. Sitting below that, Stickley Audi. We have some nice Stickley Audi furniture. Nice 19th century English mahogany sideboard. We have a pair, we have done a pair actually with 2 of these AIM style chairs. These are wonderful quality, probably made in Italy, but the leather is beautiful. Mint condition, we have 2 of them. I believe this is probably the last but one of what we've had of these. We were selling these for the last 6 months. They came out of a location that they were left in. Okay, moving over here, more bronzes. We have Chesterfield leather sofas, 2 of them. Senko will get into it, but we have a lot of carved Asian furniture. More bronzes. This bronze is sort of note. I would have sworn it was Chaparis, but I cannot find Chaparis' signature on it, but I do see made in France written on the leg, and with that alabaster type base, it looks very much, and it has the quality of Chaparis. Moving right along, you'll see club chairs, desks, wrought iron hall tree. And before we finish here, I just want to point this out. This came from a Scarsdale estate. Tiffany lamp, I believe the shade is tulip. I'm just going to hold it up there to the light and give you an idea just how many flowers there are in this. A wonderful, wonderful lamp. Fresh from a local estate, and wonderful bronze base on it. It's absolutely beautiful when lit up. Signed on both the shade and on the base. Okay, that's it for me. So we will see you on December the 2nd. Previews 3 days beforehand. Remember, we start at 10 o'clock. We're looking forward to seeing you. If I don't by chance see you, have a happy holiday. Thank you.
Hi, Will Schweller here, previewing some of the fine art lots for our Clarke auction December 2nd sale. I'd like to start out with two works lotted individually by the Ukrainian-Russian painter David Berliak. The first work here is called The Man with the 13 Pipes, and is a rather unique Berliak depicting a man with 13 pipes. It's a rather surreal scene, very pointillist in manner, signed lower right, and is from a New Rochelle, New York collection. The work's being sold with a $1,000 to $1,500 estimate. As is this second Berliak, which is on canvas. The first was on board. This depicting an old woman with a dog and dated 1945 in the lower left. Is from a Hartsdale, New York collection, and is again being sold at a $1,000 to $1,500 estimate. The work's really interesting in its urban scenery. Here we have a rather large-scale oil on canvas by the American painter Dorothy Letzinger. Letzinger was a late 19th century, early 20th century American painter, most known for her floral still lifes, though she does have several examples such as this of landscape. Letzinger was born over in Pennsylvania, but worked in New York City, and is really known for her dramatic brushstrokes and her real vigor in depicting, plants and still life scenes. This work is being sold at a $2,000 to $3,000 estimate and came from a New Jersey collector. I'd just like to point out two works here being sold as a pair. Either 17th or 18th century oil on canvas paintings depicting naval battle scenes, which we think are from the Anglo-Dutch War. If you sort of look at the flags, you can kind of parse that out. These works are incredibly detailed, depicting ransacked battleships, combat in action, and are being sold at a $2,000 to $3,000 estimate. I have an oil on canvas work here by the Korean 20th century painter Oh Shi-ho. The work is signed and dated in the lower right from 1972 and depicts a temple garden scene. This work came from a Flushing, New York collector and is a really unique example of a work by this artist being sold in the American market. Most of his paintings have gone to auction in Korea, so we're really excited to present this work here to an American collecting base. The work's being sold at a $6,000 to $9,000 estimate. It should do really well. Here we have a rather large acrylic on canvas by the Israeli painter Ishtak Tarke. The painting is very typical of Tarke's style, featuring his trademark abstracted, idealized female figures in a cafe setting. This work with 5 figures sort of has the best of all of Tarke's elements, with the really prominent red lipstick, incredible still life details, and a nice abstracted trees. The work's signed in the lower right and from a Larchmont collection and is estimated at $3,000 to $5,000. Here's a work I'm particularly excited about, an oil on canvas portrait by the Cincinnati area painter Frank Duveneck. The painting is a 1911 portrait of Ruth Mahner, signed, dated, and titled on the back, and shows Duveneck's trademark painterly style, which, like William Merritt Chase, he used to popularize a sort of shift away from the Hudson River School in the late 19th century. This work is from a New Canaan, Connecticut collection and is being offered at a $3,000 to $5,000 estimate. From the same New Canaan, Connecticut collection as the Frank Duveneck painting, we have an oil on canvas painting here by Gustave Jean Jacquet, a French academic painter who studied with Bouguereau. This work from 1869-1870, signed and dated in the lower left, is of a Normande girl with a chalice. The work is immensely detailed both in drapery and face, and is typical of Jacquet's depictions of beautiful female subjects. This work is particularly interesting because it comes from the Brooklyn Museum. It was a part of the William Harriman bequest of 1921, Harriman was an American philanthropist and wealthy, prominent figure who lived for over 60 years as an expatriate in Rome, collecting largely French paintings, sort of in an academic style, from living artists. He gave a lot of works by Bouguereau and Jacquet to both the Metropolitan Museum of Art and the Brooklyn Museum. This work is being estimated at $8,000 to $12,000. Flanking the Jacquet, we have a pair of portraits by the Italian painter Pietro Maria Borgnes, thought to be a pair of a married couple. We're not entirely sure who the sitters are, but the works are both signed and dated 1772. Borgnes was an Italian painter operating in England, so these are presumably British figures. They show really sophisticated handling of the face, and while there is a bit of damage to the body of the woman, the male figure is in pretty good shape and shows painted oval around the figure. The pair of works are being sold together at a $2,000 to $3,000 estimate. Last but certainly not least, we have an oil on canvas painting by the American painter McClelland Barclay. Barclay was an artist and illustrator who trained both at the Art Institute of Chicago and the Art Students League in New York, who is most probably well known for his work in the 1930s doing illustrations for publications such as the Saturday Evening Post and Cosmopolitan. He's really known for dramatic scenes of dashing men and beautiful women. This slightly more subdued scene is reminiscent of noir covers of the era. Barclay also worked for the War Department during World War II, producing illustrations both for propaganda posters as well as depictions of battles. And he died in the Pacific Front during a Japanese torpedo attack. This work's signed in the lower left and is from a Long Island collection and is being sold at a $2,000 to $3,000 estimate. These works are just a few of many of the 70 or so lots of fine art in our December 2nd auction, so please check out our catalog at www.clarkeny.com to see a wide variety of great works. Again, the sale's on December 2nd and starts at 10 a.m. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Senko, and I'm going to walk you through our Asian highlights for the December 2nd sale. Here we have a marble top carved hardwood table with a dragon climbing up the center. We have a great selection of marble top incense tables and side tables in this sale. I think we have 6 or 7 groups of these. This one's got auspicious symbols on the top, dragon heads to the sides, and terminating in dragon feet at the bottom. Here we have one of my personal favorites. It's a print by Shima Tamami. It's Shinhanga, new Japanese prints done in the mid-1900s. This one is titled Cicada Chorus. We've got the title in graphite down here with the signature and a beautiful scene of a hot summer day. You can almost hear the cicadas singing. Estimate is $300 to $500 on this one. Over here, we have a Japanese embroidery with irises and birds, excellent detail, beautiful color. I love this deep gold. Very large embroidery. Estimate is $400 to $600. Another set of Japanese prints here. These are a set of prints that were featured in the Tokyo Nichi-Nichi Shimbun, the Tokyo daily newspaper. Some of these are fairly gruesome. They're meant to catch eyes in the newspaper. These were published between 1874 and 1876. I believe there are 60 of them. Estimate on this is $800 to $1,200. Here we have a beautiful set of gilt embroidered dragon panels. These came from the same collection as the last set of Chinese embroideries that sold in our last sale. There's some wear and tear on the embroidery, but an excellent hand. And a really expressive dragon here. Estimate is $400 to $600. Another beautiful piece. This is a piece of rose medallion export porcelain. Large bowl, 19 inches in diameter, beautiful tone. Estimate is $400 to $600. Over here in the case, we have a selection of some more Chinese porcelains. Most of these are 20th century, beautiful display pieces. Some Japanese cloisonne over here. One of my favorites is this blue one with Mount Fuji. Another set of rose medallion porcelain. This one's probably a little later than the bowl. And finally, we have this beautiful pink dragon robe. It's got dragon roundels all over on the front and back with these auspicious symbols. We've got show characters. We've got all of these symbols up and down on the collar. And this beautiful, vibrant border at the bottom in very good condition. There are some stains, and there have been some alterations made to the robe, likely to fit the last owner, but overall in excellent condition. Estimate is $2,000 to $3,000. That's it for our Asian highlights, and we'll see you on Sunday.
Hi, and welcome to our auction preview of the jewelry and silver for our December 2nd auction. I'm going to start here. We actually, out of a Long Island estate, we have a really beautiful collection of early Clarke silver, a Baltimore silver company. A lot of it does have historical provenance, but you can just see the wonderful craftsmanship throughout this. A lot of them are early to mid 19th century. Also a wonderful collection of Russian silver. So we have some Russian silver boxes, Art Nouveau style with a little amethyst closure. Another with some applied little pendants here, so horses' heads with diamond eyes, the Russian double eagle, an elephant, a little armorial crest, nice gilt wash to the interior. 2 pieces of Tiffany & Company, so a creamer and a lidded sugar. And here we have a Russian grouping of table articles. So we have this beautiful cut crystal, silver mounted, Russian salt cellars, a little vodka cup, napkin rings. You can see the beautiful enamel decoration to this piece, some serving pieces, and then this miscellaneous English piece of silver that's also included in this grouping out of Manhattan at 8 to 1200. Here we have a beautiful silver plate chrysanthemum frame in the Japanese Meiji style. This is estimated at 300 to 500, and it's actually in the Meiji style that this is actually a 19th century Japanese Meiji piece. So this has irises around it. Beautiful, beautiful work to this bowl. You can see the mark to the underside. There are some condition issues, but it's a really wonderful example of Japanese Meiji silver. Russian silver, so we have this little vessel with handle and a little creamer, both pieces together at 300 to 500. And next, the sweetest little Fabergé pig. So this is a little one of the Fabergé work masters. You can see his little cabochon eyes, the nephrite base, a little open salt cellar, estimated at 600 to 900. Another Fabergé piece is this banded agate push bell. So you can see here, the consignor did say it was in working order, but I am not going to fiddle with it to find out. But you can see it's fully marked on the band here and the top and the bottom. Again, estimated at 600 to 900. We have a few Russian kavoshes, gilt silver, fully marked to the underside. And then a second piece, this is Fyodor Ruckert with enamel decoration, the gold wash to the interior, really a beautiful piece in nice condition. Russian silver box, nice little casket box with a floral decoration to the lid. Opens up and it is fully marked. English silver mounted compo or taza with the etched glass. You can see that it is marked right here. This actually came from the same estate as our little Tiffany Persian bowl that was in a few sales ago. Some more of our wonderful Clarke silver. So we have a ram's head to the handle, beautiful repoussé floral work throughout. Again, early coin. Another water pitcher, again with the castles and the palmettes or the leaf border. In wonderful condition also. This is a Clarke coin silver serving piece grouping. Really, you can see just the epitome of what Clarke produces. So all the floral repoussé work and the hand chasing. 4-piece Clarke silver, coin silver tea service. Only issue here is that this is a tilting teapot and it's missing its base. But aside from that, it's in beautiful condition. 2 silver salvers, again, quite nice, Clarke silver, monogram to the interior. You can see the ball and claw feet. So really nice, and all the markings on the back here. And this is one of my favorite pieces in the auction. So this is a Monteith bowl, again, early Kirk silver, coin silver. And what this was used for was, it's after a 17th century form, and wine glasses would be put in this shaped edge in order to dry, or you could lift the stylized crown off and it was a center bowl. So this is conservatively estimated at 600 to 900 out of the same Long Island estate. And one of the best pieces are this matched pair of early Kirk coin silver pitchers. Again, with the beautiful scenes here, the floral decoration, ram's heads to the handle, again from our Long Island estate, and this pair is estimated at 4,000 to 6,000. And here out of a Dobbs Ferry estate, we have this early A.E. Warner coin silver lidded bowl with the stag's head, floral work throughout. It is for butter, so it has the interior tray. So it's 3 pieces, fully marked to the underside, and it's estimated at 300 to 500. And out of a White Plains estate, we have this really wonderful early Gorham sterling. It's the Florence or the Firenze Gorham sterling flatware service. Lots of pieces in this really wonderful original fitted case with all the description of each piece. Over 200 troy ounces of silver. It's estimated at 2,000 to 3,000. And moving on to a selection of the jewelry, but there's much more in our catalog. Turquoise squash blossom necklace. We have this wonderful grouping of 2 cocktail rings, turquoise peridot and diamond, and red coral and diamond. And this piece here, a really wonderful, beautiful ring, diamond surround, and in the center is what I believe to be a Colombian emerald that's currently at GIA being certified. It should be ready early next week. This is estimated at 2,000 to 3,000. All the images are online. And here we have, this is back from one of our previous auctions, and I do believe this is a natural pearl. Old, turn of the century, with rubies and diamonds, estimated at 1,000 to 1,500, and is back because someone decided not to pay for it. So it's still just as beautiful as it was the first time around, and we hope that it does just as well. Lapis grouping just in from Central Park South. Lapis and 14 karat gold necklace, an 18 karat gold ring, and 18 karat gold screwback earrings. Here's a little vintage grouping. So you have an Art Deco 18 karat gold watch, which is also a pendant. So you can see here it folds down with a little sapphire cabochon monogrammed with this vintage or retro 14 karat gold snake chain. This is believed to be pre-Columbian. So it is a high karat gold, and typically these pieces were alloyed with about 70% copper, which is very typical of the time period. And this is believed to come from the collector Patty Birch, who she was responsible for part of the collection at the Met. So it is an important provenance, and we believe it to be right, estimated at 1,000 to 1,500. Retro vintage 14 karat rose gold earrings, really quite nice, 400 to 600. Coral grouping, so we have this beautiful red orange coral beaded necklace with pearl and gold beading, and then this gilt and carved coral pendant bracelet. We have this most probably Italian 18 karat gold and colored gem pendant, so it will look really wonderful on a long chain. So it has the citrine cabochon, cut amethyst, and then these are probably garnets. Another wonderful piece out of White Plains is this, it has some Indian influence to it with the emerald cabochons, the Tahitian pearl, and the diamond accents. This is estimated at 3,000 to 5,000. From one of our Walk-in Wednesday appraisal days, we have this antique emerald and diamond pendant, later added onto a 14 karat gold chain, 800 to 1,200. This is a men's Airman Glycine watch. So it is a pilot's watch, really nice at, I believe, 600 to 900. Ladies Rolex, 9 karat gold with the guilloche enamel face at 300 to 500 in this wonderful little box, which is always my favorite part. Then we have this little antique, probably turn of the century, diamond brooch with a little pearl accent. Oh, and it's upside down, so it is a bow. 18 karat gold pearl and emerald grouping. So it is a little beautiful modernist brooch. And here we have a little antique grouping of jewelry. So we have this 14 karat gold clip. This is one of the rotating fobs. So there's carnelian and then a little scene, a very sweet little bird brooch, 14 karat gold horseshoe with the lizard, This was a later added, so this is a little Victorian bar pin with the added charms. And this is sweet, a pendant that opens up. It's a fan. It is missing one of its mother of pearl pendants, but it's really sweet. And then this little gilt metal clip. Another 14 karat gold piece, retro vintage, later added grouping. The diamond here is at GA, so it should also be back early next week. Gold grouping, 18 karat gold stork with the red coral belly, 18 karat gold iris with the pearl accent, and a little 14 karat gold monkey. So here we have a graduated red coral strand that did go to GIA and came back as untreated. So this is a beautiful red coral necklace estimated at $1,000 to $1,500. 18 karat gold Italian snake bracelet, really nice, heavy piece, again out of White Plains, estimated at $2,000 to $3,000. Little 18 karat gold French cuckoo clock brooch with diamond accents. And the address is on the back, is really quite sweet. All the images are online. A little 18 karat gold white gold ring with the pearl and the multi-tiered diamonds to each side, estimated at $800 to $1,200. And here we have a grouping of these Indian influenced necklaces. So they are either gradated color or graduated between colors. So we have pinks and blues and then multi-strands. And this also out of Manhattan, we have this platinum, emerald, and diamond bracelet. Nearly 6 carats of emeralds, and I believe 10 plus of diamonds, estimated at $5,000 to $7,000. And by consignor provenance, this was purchased by a baroness in the city. Here we have a grouping of a little 18th century portrait and then a carved cameo of, I believe, Apollo. Those two together at $600 to $900. And this is another one of my favorite pieces in the sale. So it's Austrian silver and crystal. Beautiful length, nice condition. It is fully marked for Austrian silver. Only condition issue is the little tip here is broken off. Estimated at $300 to $500. What everyone needs for Christmas or the holidays is this Tiffany & Company 18 karat yellow gold button hook. Estimated at $400 to $600. We had the companion to this piece about a year ago. It was a hairbrush that sold for, I believe, $3,200. So we have this wonderful antique floral brooch with all the rose-cut diamonds. A lot of, a fair amount of diamond weight here, set in silvered gold. 18 karat gold brooch set with rubies, a little floral bouquet. And here we have a multi-tier diamond ring with the central emerald. It's over 2 carats. 18 karat gold woven ring with diamond accents. And this is a really wonderful quality brooch. I mean, really the best. So that's 18 karat gold, diamonds, nice clean diamonds, and it is in tremblant, so all of these little pieces wiggle. Really a beautiful brooch. And here we're on an emerald kick. So we have these platinum earrings with the emerald and diamond accents. Little 18 karat white gold brooch with the emeralds, rubies, sapphires, and diamond accents. Retro vintage 14 karat gold jarretier style bracelet. So it is the buckle form bracelet. I'm not going to do it because it's all together at the moment, but this is estimated $600 to $900. Another sweet little brooch. This is signed. I wasn't able to figure out who the maker is, but it's 18 karat gold, kind of a bucciolati style with the diamond accents. And let's see, this is a whole grouping of Mexican silver jewelry in the style of Mathilde Poulat, who's known for working with the amethyst, turquoise, and coral. All these pieces together at $300 to $500. And another little retro grouping in this sale, we have a clip that's platinum and 14 karat yellow gold and rose gold with the rubies and diamonds, along with a globe dome form 14 karat gold ring with ruby accents. And a little suite here, we have the pair of earrings with the ring, again 14 karat rose gold with rubies and diamonds. And last but not least, we have this wonderful Georgian, I would say 1820s necklace with turquoise pearls and diamonds, really in wonderful condition for its age. Delicate, really nice, $800 to $1,200. And I am actually going to bring you into my office to show you why I am a little bit rushed through this. Okay, so in less than, I would say, a half hour ago is a tremendous amount of silver that's also going to the December 2nd auction. So we have If you need silver plates, we have silver plates. There's probably, I would say, 500 troy ounces of silver here at least, probably more. This grouping right on the bottom, really beautiful decoration. It actually looks like the Tiffany Persian pattern. There's about 250 troy ounces just in these plates alone, and there's multiple sets. So this, I will be here probably all night inventorying for you, but it will be in our December 2nd auction. So we hope to see you there, and I apologize for my messy office, but happy holidays and come to our December 2nd auction.